Welcome, one and all, card makers or non-card makers. If your other significant other is a card maker, or if your mother is a card maker, or if your sister is a card maker, welcome, welcome. We're so glad to have you. Everybody comfortable? Hi, Janisa. I see lots of nice friends. Apparently, Miss Justine's parents are here. So we want to say hi. You have a lovely daughter. Welcome. We're so glad to have you. And they thought maybe we started a little bit earlier because you guys were all here talking. You throw everybody off because you're so friendly. But anyway, if you are a first-time guest here, we do welcome you. This is Craft Roulette. I am your intrepid host of Craft Roulette, Mary Gunn, and I am glad to see you. This is episode 273. And if you are coming back because you were here to see Chris from the Purple Princess from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, welcome back. And if you are here because Justine, we don't have a really good name for her yet, but Justine, some kind of princess from Minnesota, we welcome you and we're so glad you're here. You're going to have a great night tonight, guys. She is a delight. Just sit back and relax and have a good time because she's wonderful. Craft Roulette, what is it? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge. And we are live almost every Friday night. And when we are here, we leave a seat for you at our worldwide craft table because it's more fun with all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause because you're wonderful. If you are watching the replay, please say hi down in the comments, and maybe you have a moment that you liked especially for the show. We'd love to know. What Craft Roulette isn't is a scripted process video because we don't know what we're going to do yet. We have this crazy wheel, Mr. Wheel, and we will be spinning him, and we will be getting 4 parameters that will be doable and making something on the fly. But this is a challenge, reminding you, this is a challenge, and so everybody is welcome to play along. We will tell you more about that in a few minutes. If you were enjoying those 400 cards, well, you didn't see all 400, but if you were enjoying those cards that were on the slideshow, those were the part of the 400 cards that were sent in last week from our wonderful, wonderful contributors. And we are going to celebrate some of them later in the show in our Parade of Achievers. They deserve a round of applause and welcome. We have 3 new people and some big achievers, too. We are glad to celebrate with you. And there is something else that goes on. And Justine is big on this. She has made 12 cards for Craft Roulette, and with every one of those cards, she has made a process video. So that is something else that you have options to do. And today, I watched them all, if I hadn't watched them already this week. But I watched them all, and they were really good, and they're all different kinds of takes, and there were 9 of them, so well done, you. You can see them when you're if you're in the gallery, which is craftroulette.live, episode 272, and you click on a card, you can see their bio, you can see where they're from, the artist, where they're from, their bio, you can see a link to the video. You can see what they thought they were doing when they sent in the card, and some other little tidbits. There's a lot there. And Mr. Producer made it all. So let's pull back the curtain on Mr. Producer. See how that bony hand is doing? There it is. Whoa, it's been busy, but next week he is dedicating to... What are you dedicating to?
Paperganza.
Our live event, which will be happening in July in Kansas City at the lovely Airport Marriott. It's we have I was talking to Tanya today from Riley and Company. By the way, she has a poll for you over in the Facebook group for the Paperganza goers. Make sure you go over there and answer it for her so she can know what you want her to bring for sale at Paperganza. But what was I going to say? Dadgum. Oh, she has a lot of cartons in her house. I've got a lot of cartons in my house. And I was thinking about starting a new HGTV kind of series on YouTube about decorating with cartons because I've got them. And I can give you some hints. Anyway, I digress. One thing I do want to say about Paperganza, it is sold out. However, we have a sweet, sweet guest that is not going to be able to make it because of some personal problems. And she is selling her ticket. So you can go over to our Facebook group, Craft Roulette's Show Facebook group, and she's got her little explanation pinned to the top of the page. You can go on over there and grab it if you want. We would love to have you, and I would love to have her to be able to sell the tickets since she can't come.
The way it will work is you'll have to work with her for the exchange of currency. She has already sent in her money to us, so then you will need to work with her to make her full or whatever you work out. And then once that is done, we'll just swap in your info for hers on the ticket.
Yeah,
so.
We'll fix it. We aren't going to get paid twice for it.
Yep.
But
we do want to make her whole.
Yeah.
And we're very sorry she can't come, but we completely understand.
Absolutely. She's in a tough place, and we are hoping the best for her, and I hope she can be at Paper Ganza 2026. Also, we had a really fun little surprise this week from Kathy Day, one of our wonderful, let's show this one, one of our wonderful members, and she sent in a piece of art. Look at it sticking out of the mailbox.
It's called Special Delivery.
And Mr. Producer has added it to the download section of the members' content part of the Craft Roulette page. So that is available for our members. And Kathy Day, that I had no idea you had such talent. That's really cute. I knew you made beautiful cards, but that's funny. And I have a smaller version of it, so maybe I can figure out how to use it tonight. I hope so. If you haven't given us a Vinny, that's a thumbs up. We would appreciate that. If you've ever watched May, you know who Vinny is. Give me a Vinny. So please do that. We'd appreciate it. Subscribe, hit that notification button. There's also a link in the description or the title to Justine's page, and make sure you go on over there too. She does wonderful videos, so you're not going to want to miss it. Plus, she does those Craft Roulette videos, so you want to make sure you do that. Our spin sponsors, we have one more week to give away these wonderful spin sponsor gifts. Trinity Stamps, happy birthday one more time. Their 7th birthday is giving away a $25 gift certificate. Yay, Tanisa, congratulations. Karen Burniston is giving away a $25 gift certificate to her shop. She has a brand new amazing line. If you ever want an interactive die, she's got it. And Pajamas Craft Stamps. Oh my goodness. Did I get it? I don't think I got it right yet. But, Pajama Crafter Stamps. Okay, Justine is saying yes in my little monitor. So, Joy, I hope you're laughing. I know you laughed when I couldn't get it straight before. But, there's no such thing as a bad ad. So, anyway, they're all giving away $25 gift certificates. Of course, we have a Krug and a goodie bag to give away as well. How do you win those things? Well, you have to send in a card, and we will tell you again later how you can do that. But we thank you so much for being great sponsors this month. I know Karen is moving, and she is like busier than anybody I've ever met in my life, and so I'm really glad that she's able to help us out. We are not sponsored by those wonderful companies. We just give away their stuff. We are sponsored by our membership group, which we are very, very thankful for. And there's where you can find out how to join the Cool Kid table. We would like to welcome 3 new members this week. Jane Somerville, thank you very much and welcome. Jennifer Petty and Kirsten G. We are so glad that you are joining us. There's different levels. You are welcome to check it out over on craftroulette.live/support. We have lots of great people over there. We have a lot of Zoom calls. You now know that you can download this little bad boy. Plus, I've done a lot of art over there. It's all silly, but it's there, and you are welcome to use it. Anyway, that's about all I got for that. We do have, I forgot to change your clothes. Mr. Mike, I have just not been taking care of you lately, have I?
He looks a little disheveled.
Well, he's not going to tell me what he thinks. I can tell he's going to be a gentleman about it. Well, he is kind of messed up. This is a heavy color wheel thing that we got, so it kind of brings it down to one side. That's the life around here. But we do have Mr. Merch, and we have Mr. Mike, and we have all sorts of fun stuff like T-shirts for Paper Paperganza and Craft Roulette. And I'm supposed to get a new t-shirt for Murder She Crafted. I'm looking forward to that one.
I will say this. I saw this from Erica Most in the comments just a second ago that all of our characters are male. We need to come up with a female.
Eunice. The only one that we have is mean.
We'll have to come up with a new female character. So if you think of one during the show, let us know.
Wow. Oh, man. Is there something that Freud would say about me?
Not sure.
No, I don't even want to. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. We have a lot of female guests, and we have a great one tonight. Let's welcome from Minnesota, Miss Justine D. Because I am Pajama Crafter Stamps, and your last name have been giving me fits.
Hello.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Thank you so much. So, is it Dvorak? Dvorak.
Yes and no.
Oh.
I say Dvorak, but sometimes I say Dvorak. So
Okay. It
Where's
should
a
be
piece?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Dvorak.
Teacher is what I'm usually called. So
Hey, you teach.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we welcome you to Craft Roulette. You're a brave soul, an intrepid guest. Would you like to please take this time and introduce yourself to us?
Sure. I'm Justine Dvorak. I am from Minnesota. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I love crafting and card making. Been artsy my whole life, but now that I'm in adulthood, I'm kind of in adulthood. I don't know, but are we? Anyway, I've settled on card making as my hobby of choice, and I love it. So,
And you're pretty new to it. You started during the pandemic.
Yep. I started, during the pandemic is when I kind of started like really enjoying card making. A few times in the fall, right before then, I had a friend invite me over and we did some stamping and some ink blending, and I really enjoyed that. And then needed a hobby when we were all home. So
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah. And you're on several design teams that are some of our spin sponsors.
Yeah.
And so you've had a rather high rise to a design team status. I mean, I think it's amazing. It took me 5 years to learn how to fold a card. You know, I didn't and stamp. It was very, very different when we started in the 1990s. But I think it's neat. You came fast and furious, and you're a very, very good card maker. So
Thank you. I attribute a lot of that to people who've taken chances on me. Like Joy, when I first joined Pajama Crafter, I had never been on a design team. I did not know what I was doing. But my friend Melanie Smith and Nancy Stamps said, go for it. And Joy said yes. So here we are.
Good. Yeah. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about that when we're crafting, because I think a lot of people wonder about that. So, yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
I get a
talk
lot of
about
questions.
that. Now, what are you doing next month? That's anything exciting?
Oh, I don't know. We're just going to Paperganza.
Yeah, we are excited to have you. And we were just talking about your pod and all the people that are there. And it's going to be so much fun. You told me your theme, and it's going to be just so doggone much fun. If you want that one ticket, there's just one ticket available, and you would be able to join us. But I don't want anybody. Yeah, FOMO should be real. It really should be real for this event. It's going to be so fun. So we have a big call. Just to update everybody, we have a big call with Amanda and the hotel on Monday. And so next week we should be able to get some more information to you about the details. But you've been very patient. This is our first event, so there's been a lot of, we haven't gotten there yet. But we're getting there soon because it's like weeks away. 4 weeks? Something like that. We will be live, though. You'll be able to join us in the studio. We'll have the studio audience, and then we'll have the worldwide audience because we will be live broadcasting Craft Roulette from the hotel. Oh, goodness sakes. Sakes a days. But we got to get through this show first. And I wondered, this is your first time Do you have a question?
Yes, what is craft roulette?
She did that like she'd been on 13 times, you know? That's good. We do have a little visually pleasing explanation of what is craft roulette. Take a deep breath. We're going to get started here in just a minute, Justine. Chatterbox, as always. Kissing your brain, Miss Producer, doing a great job as always. We'll be right back after this word. What is craft roulette?
Did somebody ask what craft roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Yep, that's what we'll do almost every Friday night. And when we are here, we would be honored and delighted to have you join us as well, along with your family and friends. It's more fun with everybody here. They watch those 400 pins drop into our worldwide craft table. See how big that is? It really is big. We are up to 58,717 total cards. That sounds like we could very well move on over to 59,000 this week. Statistician Gloria Davis will be popping in those numbers here in just a second. I think we're up to 5 miles of cards. That's amazing. But thank you, pins from all over the world, for joining us last week, and I hope you come back this week. Let's see what the parameters were. It was a thank you card, flying kites for colors, space, the final frontier, and highfalutin paper. And highfalutin paper was such a blast. We have a great relationship with Your Paper Insider, and it was fun to be able to use their paper and really feature them. And that was my card. And we had, I think, Adam Mustache had been vetoed. So I was feeling a little rebellious, so I added a mustache to one of my little astronauts there. I think he looks darn dapper. What do you think? All right, that was my card. Christine was here. There's her card. And the funny thing was, she is Team Purple, I am Team Orange, and she did orange, I did purple. So we were all mixed up. It was like Freaky Friday. But we sure appreciate Christine when she joins us. She's been on many, many times, and we always have a great time figuring out how she's going to put that ribbon on. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Person, she's available. I am sure she does a darn good job, and we just think she's very special. So thank you, Christine, for joining us again. Now we're going to bring back Miss Justine Dvorak to have a little moment with our achievers this week. This is where we welcome the new people, say congratulations to our major milestone achievers, our leading lady, our Club 52, and our Mug Clubbers. And they're going to show their cards. I like to be able to say their name and or where they're from and or how many cards they've sent in. But you have an opportunity to say something about each card as well. But we are on a timer because, Justine, I think we could talk.
Oh, yes.
Especially when it's talking about cards. So if you're ready, I'm ready. We'll ask Mr. Producer to start the show. We start with the first timers. Thank you so much for joining us. You're a brave bunch. Welcome to Regina H. from Alabama. That's nice,
pink.
fancy. Yeah, I like her fancy paper too. Sarah G. from Ohio. Ombre. Had a blast from Arkansas. First time. Welcome. You sound like you're dynamite. Can I say that on the YouTube? Major milestone achievers, 25, 50, 75, and so forth. Samantha D. from North Carolina, 25 cards. Katarina, 25.
Ooh,
That's intense.
I love that.
Martin P., you did a beautiful job for your 25th card. I thought that was so pretty. April Werla, 50 cards.
Ooh.
Nice. Leanne from Pennsylvania, 50 cards. Cute. Wendy Haywood, Australia, 50 cards. That's fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Carol B., 50 cards. Red, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Shelley Gilman from Washington, 75 cards. Well done. Mackie Makes from Wichita, 75. She did great on her
rainbow.
ink blending.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Long, 75. Little pretty shell. Pam Campbell from Colorado, 100 cards. Welcome to Mug Club, Pam Campbell. Donna T., welcome to Mug Club from Missouri. That's bright.
Ooh.
Cindy Darks Magica, welcome to Mug Club. She used space font. Marjorie, 125. Looks like she's feeling Monet.
Yes.
Joanne from New Jersey, 125. Cute. Barbara Weber brought the fancy or the highfalutin paper with her 175th card. And Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis hit 250 cards. I know. That face says it all. Well done, and thank you so much. Our leading ladies this week, Vicky Ruda from Essex, 232. Always lawn fun, always. Smurf Murphy, 233. We will meet her at Paper Gansa. Jackie Jackpot Muller, 234, with her cute little critters.
Sweet.
Kathy Herring from Wisconsin, 237. I like your orange flowers. 5K Lamone, 239, and she has a video. It's real fun. Card Monkey Jarvis, again, congratulations, 250. You are a leading lady this week. Club 52 is going to welcome 4 new club members. Kim R., thank you so much for that great card. Kamado effect is happening there. Adelaide Seeger from Germany, who often is here when it's the middle of the night there. Stormy Swan, Wisconsin, Club 52 welcomes you. And Trudy Foy from Canada, Club 52, right there on her kite. Well done. Have you already started thinking about your card when you hit
Yes.
Club 50? Oh! I was talking on a Zoom call, and we have Jessica B., who was on a Zoom call, and she said when she gets to her 100th card, her Mug Club card, which is 100 cards, she's talked her husband into making a card with her that week.
Oh.
I know. And I said, well, are you close? And she said, no. But I've got him talked into it. So we do like to celebrate. And because we like to celebrate, you guys just rally. And so we had the Club 52 where you get nothing. We have Mug Club where you get an exclusive stamp set. If you are in Mug Club and you have not gotten your stamp set, please email me using the contact form on craftroulette.live. And then, is there something else? No, that's mostly it. But we just think it's fun to give you some huzzahs because you make a lot of cards and who celebrate? We just like to celebrate you and that you keep coming back. It's an amazing thing, and you keep adding so much inspiration to the world. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, when you sent in your first card 12 weeks ago, 13 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
were you nervous?
No.
You've sent so many cards in publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if I hadn't done that before, I would have been nervous. But
Yeah. Because there's some really good card makers.
oh yeah.
But every card's got something.
Yes.
It really does. It has something to offer. So we love to encourage everybody to play.
Yeah.
You know what, though? That closes out last week. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's bring them on, Mr. Producer. Here come the parameters. Come on down. There are the parameters we will be spinning for. Project, colors, element, and random. Do you have a favorite? I hope we land on some things that you will like to use in the challenge, and you would like to. First, we always let our members, if they remember, vote on a poll to veto one parameter in each column. That means if we land on that vetoed item, we will spin again, and the wheel can't make us use that. Chances are you would be able to use it if you wanted to. If you have your heart set on A9, for instance, unless we get A2, but you could always figure that one out. There's so many ways to twist these things, and it all works out. But for project, what did the members veto this week? Tag with pocket. A dude's we don't need to go over the rest. We've got tag, or as they say in Minnesota, tag, right? Tag with a pocket. I remember when I first started hearing that on the internet, I was going, what are they saying? What are they saying? Tag. But yes, tag with a pocket. It's off. You don't have to make a tag with a pocket. Now, if you want to make a tag with a pocket, you probably will be able to. It'll be okay. Don't have your heart crushed at this point. Colors, what did they vote off? Beach colors, summer vacation, on the ground, or whoa, ancient. What? You don't like ancient? No, not at all. Not very much at all. That one's got some attitude. Yeah. Erica Mo says she saw that one coming. I kind of did too. And for element, large flowers, getaway, pictures, or from the country. Oh, we got a real close one here. Pictures, however, ekes out the veto. So we do not have to have pictures. We are going to talk about all these things so that you don't have to go, what are they talking about? But you don't have to have a picture, even though you probably will use some sort of image. For random, thread or twine, edge distress, four squares, or wrapping. 52% say wraps, and wrapping is off the board. And so it shall be. Those are the things that have been vetoed. Now, Miss Justine, you only have one chance. Do you want to veto something, or you just want to play?
I think we're going to veto the A9. So that's from the project number 4.
And the crowd just said, we love you. Where are your hearts? You got to give her some hearts on that one because, and Amanda, if you are watching, she's your girl. She's your girl. Make sure you give her extra chocolate at Paper Cans. Here come the hearts. That's great. All right, so we will take that one off the board. So if we land on it, we'll spin again. If we did land on guest choice, which is number 1, what would you like out of those lists?
Or project, I was thinking number 23, the peekaboo would be kind of fun.
Peekaboo. Oh, that was very bold in your choice. Yes, I like it. I do. That's not something that most people would choose. But I find it great. Very inspirational. I hope you get it. For colors, what do you see on there that looks good?
Number 3, beach.
Beach colors it is. Great time of year. Great time of year for that in the Northern Hemisphere. And for element, I'm not sure. I don't know you well enough to know what you would like, but I'm curious.
I love rainbow. I'm team rainbow. So,
Mhm.
but I do love the ocean. So I picked number 24, ocean.
Ocean it is. Ocean it is with beach colors. I'm seeing a pattern now with a peekaboo. That could be racy, but we are a family-friendly show. We will be talking about that. And for random.
I chose number 23, soot, which I know a lot of people don't.
Nobody wants that. And you were telling me before the show you like Christmas a lot.
I do.
So beach colors, Santa on the beach with some soot. It could happen. Peekaboo.
I love Santa. I know Santa.
Oh, you weren't here last year. Have you watched our Christmas show last year? We had an elf from the North Pole on the show with Mrs. Claus.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, you would remember.
I've been rewatching the old ones.
You would remember. Yeah, we had an actual elf. He was in charge of card making from the North Pole, and Mrs. Claus. And they did the show. Mrs. Claus is my twin sister. Yes, do. She is my twin sister, Mary Claus, and Mary Gunn. Our moms named us both Mary. She looks a lot like me too. We're identical. But I digress. Yes, that I recommend it for everybody to watch that. It was one of my favorite shows ever. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the elf on again, by the way. He's very busy that time of year, but we're going to try our best. Jane, you liked that episode. It was fun. All right. Where am I? Is this Craft Roulette or is this In Review? Sorry we weren't here for In Review Wednesday, by the way. All right. So are we ready then to give this guy a warm-up? I think so. Let's do it. This is not for the real McCoy. This is just to get him off number 1 for project. Well, we got a peekaboo card. No, a lady's card. Well, maybe we can make some new characters up with that lady's card for Craft Roulette. 4 colors. Will we get something rainbowish or not ancient? Number 21 is ancient. Oh, members. You just made friends. Well done. We'll spin again. Maybe we'll get beach colors. No ancient beaches. Well, there are ancient beaches. Candy wrapper, you said you'd like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Hot diggity. Now we can talk food, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Crafters and crafterettes, we always talk about food. Element. Will we get to go to the ocean? Nope. Camps, and camping. Minnesota has a lot of campsites, I bet. All those lakes.
Man.
And for random, you could camp at a beach. You could camp at a ocean. Make sure the tide is not coming in. Belts. Belts. We had space last week. We could have had Orion's belt on that one. But we didn't. Okay, let's talk. We're going to talk about these things just a second. I'm going to take a quick drink and give my speech so you have a minute to think. Because I'm a talker. So this is my speech. This is your challenge. This is not just the Justine and Mary show. This is your challenge. We want you to play. 400 people last week. We love it when you do join us. This is going to be your art project. Like I said, we didn't know what we were going to be doing. And we don't have anything planned to teach you. So this is going to be your art project. We love to see how you take these 4 parameters and interpret them artistically. You do need to use all 4 parameters if you choose to join us, and they have to be justified. You can't redefine something and say that a lady's card is a dude's card. It's going to be a lady's card is a lady's card, however you define it. However, camps, camping, belts, I think we can figure something out on this. Your each one of those parameters does have to be included, but it doesn't have to be the focal point. You can fit it in a very clever way. You can put it in the background. You can put it in the sentiment. You can put it Big or small, it just has to be there. It can be quietly included or just huge, whatever you want. You can even do an A9 card. Amanda, you can do it. It can be, you can literally interpret these parameters such as, hey, or HEY Google, what is a camping scene? And HEY Google may come back and tell you, well, this is what you might want to include, and such as a fire, a campfire, or sing-along songs, or tents, or something along those lines, or trailers, all those kind of things. Or we'll find out what you might come up with. Your card can be very simple. An A2 card, we welcome them. We love them. Very classic cards, or they can be highly interactive with lights and bells and whistles and everywhere in between. If you want to see lots of samples, you can go over to craftroulette.live and see what kind of things people come up with. We welcome all levels of card making. We encourage all levels of card making because you got to start somewhere. So if it's your first card, just make it the best card you can and send it in to us. Or if it's your 10 millionth card, just make it the best card. Don't get sloppy. And the best card you can and join us. We do accept cards from all ages. I think the youngest has been 3. And I'm not sure how old the oldest, but I think it's pretty ripe up there. So anyway, like I said, your card can be very simple. It can be very interactive and complicated. It does need to be handcrafted. Oh, and get a load of this. It does need to be family friendly, which basically means kindergarten. It does need to be family friendly with my Tina One Kenobi fan from the Philippines, and she's going to be here next week. So I don't blush when I see it in the gallery, and so I don't have to send you an email and say take it down. So, or that I took it. I don't want to do that. Don't make me be a policeman. We have Heidi for that. And we're going to, and she's too nice. So, all right, that's what I've got. What, you've had a few minutes to think. Which one looks easiest?
Lady.
Okay. What do you like about it?
To me, I think about ladybugs, which last week I did a card with ladybugs, but
I saw that.
I think
didn't
that's the
think that.
direction I'm going in. But
Oh.
a belt, maybe like a card with like a paper belt going across it.
Oh, yeah. Like a gatefold card or something. But a lady's card, I did not think of that at all.
Ladybug.
Yeah, it did not even cross my mind. But that is a really good way to think of it. But it could just be from a girlfriend or, it could be to whom it's for. As much as a flavor. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be floral or anything. It just, it just needs to have that thought. And I know somebody's going to say, it was made by a lady. It's going to happen. I know it. But that's okay. If you can justify it, you can use it. So you can use any size. Are you going to try an A9? No, you're not going to try it. Peekaboo, can you do a peekaboo into this one, you think?
I think I could do a peekaboo with this one. I
Neat.
I don't think I've made one now that I'm thinking about it, but it looks doable. Everyone has a circle punch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or scissors. Cut a circle.
Yes, or an abstract blob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Candy wrapper. You got a favorite candy?
Ooh, probably Mike and Ike's, but M&Ms are great too for the chocolate lovers.
Well, M&Ms would be very rainbow colors. So you could do that. I did a whole series of candy wrappers for the design element, not on Craft Roulette, but in an old permutation of what I do. But it was fun. And like the Skittles were really fun. You could get all the rainbow colors for Skittles. There's going to be different companies too. There's different countries that have different candies.
Yes.
And then there's JD, my little chocolate darling. Then all those chocolate colored things. That doesn't mean that you have to use a candy wrapper. It doesn't mean that you have to use candy in this parameter. It's just that you're going to use the colors from that. And I actually have some Aldi chocolate over there. I may use the colors off of that, but it's purple. I don't know. Purple and
I have
oh, there
Jolly
you go.
Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers have a lot of different colors too. So that'll be fun. There's Good and Plenty. There's Skittles. There's Tootsie Rolls. There's so many candies. So many candies.
Mhm. It's a great
Hot
primer.
tamales, if you want
Yeah.
reds. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to be your favorite color candy. It has to be your favorite candy colors that you want. Maybe I don't even know. But as the candy wrapper is it'll be fun. We'll have some people that will show us what the candy wrapper was too, and you can HEY Google that. Just show me some
Mhm.
candy, and they'll show it to you. Camps, camping. Are you a camper?
I was when I was younger. Um, Not so much anymore. I
It takes you
love
from your
being at
craft
home.
room, right?
Yeah. But Minnesota has gorgeous campsites and state parks. So if you are a
Mhm.
camper, you should come to Minnesota.
There you go. We could camp out in your craft room.
That sounds perfect.
It does, doesn't it? Camping
It's
out
my
at the
kinda
craft resort.
camping.
That's kind of what Paper Cans is going to be. Yeah, my
Mhm.
idea of a campsite is a 5-star hotel and making crafts. So I think Marriott's
Perfect.
only 4-star, 3 or 4, but it's
Does
good.
that include glamping? I think that would be glamping, yes.
Oh yes,
Ooh.
I would definitely be into glamping. The ladies go glamping. I think that's
Mhm.
great. So you could draw. You could do. You can do singing around the campfire girl songs.
All of the
Mhm.
stuff that
All the things.
that is part of camping.
Mhm.
You don't have to include the entire idea of camping, but like a campfire, outdoors.
Trailers. There's a lot of trailers. People have a lot of dyes for trailers and
Yes.
things like that. So, Smokey the Bear. Any animals that you might see camping, you could use that. Yeah, that's very open. It'll be really
You'd
fun.
probably want to not just an outdoor scene. You'd probably want to tie it in a little bit, like maybe some little tents in the background or something,
Mm-hmm.
like with critters. So it's not just outdoor card. You know, you kind of want
Yeah,
to
you
push
gotta
it
bring
in
it
the
into-
direction of
Mm-hmm.
make it seem campy. Oh, I
Built
guess
on-
campy would be,
Campy.
yeah.
Campy. We don't have campy, but you could, maybe. There'll be somebody. Belts. You could be camping and do some stargazing with the Orion's belt, or you could make it
Yeah.
a physical belt around a card, or something that has a belt.
Mhm.
You could use something that has a belt, like somebody said Smokey Bear has a belt.
So I kind of like campy a lot because the definition would be something that is intentionally exaggerated, theatrical, or over the top and humorous.
And
I
Hat
think you
Trick
have
Smith
something
likes
sitting
it.
on your desk that is a lady's image that is exaggerated, over the top, and humorous. We printed it just before the show.
I could use that.
If you went with the definition of campy, because that
I
is
think so.
intentionally exaggerated, theatrical, humorous, and over the top.
Hubba
I
hubba.
love it.
And it's a ladies' card.
And so we always have allowed word play. And so if it's not exactly the
Perfect.
definition,
but it fits with the pun or wordplay.
And how many of us have camped out waiting for the mailman to bring us our package? Right? Yeah. You could just, I know it's in here somewhere. I might, you know what? Kathy Day, you made my day. Miss
Yay.
Day. Okay, so belt out a song out there in the campfire. Dark Magica is right. That's a good one. The car that's pulling the camper. Mm-hmm. Yep, it has belts. Yes, doggone it if you're not right, Heather Huang. It does. A timing belt, all that kind of stuff that a car would have. Tents. Absolutely. Tent material. Even you could do something with some canvas. Or pegs. Or if you don't have it, you could always just draw a little stake with some strings going off the page.
Yeah.
So, and just with a little thing that says, I'm going shopping. No camping. You could do the opposite. No camping. Yeah, this is my idea of camping, and then have it at a nice place. Little
Harry Rhodes
getting
asked,
pampered.
what if I made the card while I'm camping?
I would be sorry for you because you wouldn't be in your home or in your craft room, but I know you do that.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go get something out of my craft tent.
Yes, a craft tent would be fine. You could, that would be kind of cool. You could have a peekaboo card looking in a tent that has a craft scene.
That's cool.
I am going all over the place. But belts, so the physical belt, like a belt on a gatefold card or something, would be great. Or use a piece of leather. There's a lot of things you could add a belt to.
Right.
Just stick it. Santa. Does Santa go? He could go camping. I think there's a Trinity one where he's on the beach. He's camping.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's,
and you could make it for a gal.
I just lost my thought. Oh, never mind.
It happens.
Right out of my head.
That's okay. It'll come to you about 2:00 in the morning.
For your sentiment, you could have your sentiment be a belt going across your card. Kind of.
Yeah. So it doesn't even have to be the physical wraparound kind of belt. It could just be a belt across. I like it. Or a ribbon. You could use a belt of ribbon or belt it out. Yeah. Sun belt, Campbell soup.
Oh.
I guess beans and
Campbell soup.
Campbell. Oh, that's what that is. Robin, I'm slow. Yep, that would be cute. So we have about a gazillion options now. Oh no. What are we going to do? The Beltway. Man, you guys are good.
So many options.
That's right, Rebecca. The goodie bag is in our mailbox. She just wants to go get it. I know it. We're gonna be good. Darcel, she doesn't camp, she says, but any outdoor scene appropriate for camping. Well, sorta. But if you could add some sort of camping element to an outdoor scene, it would be really great. So, yeah.
Even if it's a campfire.
Are you thinking of the Lucy and Ethel set, Lenine? Well, I'm not sure what that one is, but that's good. Bands of color are a belt. Erica, most your s'mores. If anybody has something like that, marshmallows, chocolate. There's your candy wrapper.
Ooh, marshmallows.
Lots and lots of things.
Might have to draw a marshmallow or something.
Are you overwhelmed?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's where we like you. We like you in okay. And knowing that you're going to be fine. And I think we're going to be okay. I think this is a fun one.
I think so too.
Good. Well, let's go get our chocolate, shall we, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes? Because we are talking candy wrappers, and we are going to be making something here in just a minute. Let's do it. Join us. It's fun. Yeah. Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me. Cool Mary. Once upon a time, in a land of glitter and glue, there was Mary, who had lost her crafting mojo. Desperate, she called the one person who could help. Doc! Mary asked for one of Doc's brilliant inventions to save the day. Doc sprang into action, her lab a whirlwind of creativity. With a cry of, "Great Scott!" Doc unveiled her masterpiece, the Craft Roulette Creative Companion. She called Mary, and with a touch of movie magic, handed over the book. Mary was stunned. The book was incredible! Out of nowhere, Biff appeared to cause trouble.
Give me that book, blockhead!
A flurry of stamps sent him packing. Mary quickly explained the wonders of the book, showing its many secrets. The Craft Roulette Creative Companion is a project sketchbook designed to accompany creators along their journey through Craft Roulette's weekly challenge and its many adventures. Use it as a project planner, an idea bank, as a journal, or any combination of the three. Each spread has room to record all the essentials of the Craft Roulette challenge. There are 100 spreads in each book, plus some extra room to sketch and make notes. The Craft Roulette Creative Companion is a collaboration with Trinity Stamps. To get yours, check out the video description for more information.
Mary, let's get back to the craft.
I got somebody else to do it, so. Yep, that's what we do every Friday night. And then Cool Johnny is going to be at Paper Kansas. So if you haven't gotten, I'm not sure Cool Mary shows up or not. But I know Cool Johnny's going to be there, so I don't know. This group is just too wonderful. So I think I'm hearing the good things from Minnesota on what Justine's planning on. But I'm going to go ahead and move in just a little bit. This is the little drawing that the members can now download in the member section on craftroulette.live, and by Kathy Day. Isn't it just so cute? So it will be a ladies card because this is a lady. And my candy wrapper colors, I pulled this one out, but I did purple last week and I don't want to do purple again. So I'm going Skittles. So I've got red, and then I can do the rest will be rainbow colors. Camping. She has been camping out, waiting for her goodie bag from Craft Roulette. And sometimes I'm kind of slow. So she is camped out trying to get in there to get that goodie bag. And I've done it. I totally get it. It's like, when is that mailman coming? And then belts. I have this piece of paper will be the belt across the card. So, and I think she's going to maybe be yelling or something. I'm not sure what she's going to do.
You need a sentiment like how crafters camp or craft camping or...
We'll work on that. We'll work on that. So big
We're going
red
to bring
chewing gum.
Minnesota back in.
I know. It's almost not family friendly, isn't it?
Oh,
Because our
dear.
bloomers are showing. Am I going to have to write an email to myself? Mary, take that down.
No.
Oh, dear. I think because it's so comical, it's probably okay.
Yeah,
She is? All right.
it's
all
too
right.
fun.
Well, Kathy Day. Okay, so tell us what you are thinking, ma'am.
Well, I'm leaning into the camp situation, and the marshmallows sparked my interest. So I think I'm going to do a little scene with the campfire, the marshmallows. I love a highfalutin paper, always. So I'm going to pull out
Yeah.
some of that. And then
You said on your video how much you like the highfalutin paper.
if that could be a parameter every week,
You are
I
welcome to
think
add it. Yeah,
I love a glitter.
we don't have a not highfalutin paper. So there's no anti-highfalutin
That's right.
parameter. Yeah. So you're welcome to use it. What colors do we have for? So you're going right after it. I better get busy.
Oh, I have a lot to cut out now. We're fussy cutting here tonight.
That's my girl. We'll love a good fussy cut. Absolutely love it. And you use a big scissors? Do you ever use a little scissors when you
I
fussy
probably
cut?
should grab my little one. I prefer my
That's
little one
fine.
because it's spring loaded.
Yes. I have one
Yeah,
of
this
those too,
one.
and I
This
do
is my
like it.
go-to.
Yep, looks familiar. Sometimes it gets stuck on the closed part, and I'm wondering what's wrong with this thing. I realize it's
I've done
kind
that
of
too.
yeah. But we manage. We figure it out.
Yeah.
We persevere. We're crafters.
I think I'm
Through
gonna
the-
do 2 marshmallows and then a fire with like a ladybug on a leaf in the background.
Oh, cute.
I think.
Well, time will tell, right?
Exactly.
So you do make the videos, your craft roulette card videos. Do you make a plan before you make your cards, or do you just kind of go, I've got a basic idea, I'm going for it?
Yeah, I do for my craft roulette videos just because of time more than anything, because especially I haven't really done craft roulette during the school year.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit at the end of the school year, but with other life obligations, I really have too much time just to turn on the camera and see what happens. But
yeah,
it could happen one day. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
So
You just
usually
do
I
you.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just kind of wondered because I can't do that planning thing. So, well, I can, but it's not easy.
Well, sometimes it works out like you think, and sometimes it does not. So
there you go. Truth be told, sometimes you get a real surprise. It's not always
you just
wonderful.
go with it.
Yeah, you pretty much do. Somebody asked me the other day, I saw, why do you always color, Mary? I don't know. I don't use a lot of die cuts on the when I'm doing a live. So, because that I have to walk away for a long time. And so I don't. So to answer that question without any kind of, except that I read it and I hadn't really given it much thought, it'd be because I don't know what else I can do. And in the time frame and such. But I know other people can do die cutting because they've got a little more time before they come on. But how, percentage-wise, do you mostly color or do you use a lot of die cuts?
I do a lot of die cut, a lot of die cutting, a lot of glimmer hot foiling, a lot of Copic coloring. Watercolor is kind of, I don't know, I kind of like a little bit of everything. But Better Press is really fun because I love to watercolor, and that is easy to watercolor.
And I have a question from a member about Better Press,
Sure.
and it is from Hat Trick Smith, Hat Trick herself. And she says, which is your favorite ink brand or type to use with Better Press? And is cotton paper really necessary? So if you don't know what a Better Press is, could you explain that briefly,
Yeah. So
please?
Better Press is basically a letter press system. So it kind of goes back to the whole like printing press. It's kind of
And
like that.
cuts. Uh-huh.
So think like a Misty, but it's going to press into the paper instead of just stamp on top. But you can stamp with the Better Press as well. So you can use it with any paper and any ink, but your results of like the impression of the Better Press will change depending on the type of paper you use. So if you want the deep impression that the Better Press gives, then I would say yes, the cotton paper is necessary if you want that impression. But if you just want the design of the plate, you do not need the thick paper.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, I'm using watercolor paper because I like to watercolor the image.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
that's usually the paper I use. And I like a white watercolor paper, or like a stark white and not a cream. I'm a little bit of a paper snob.
Sounds like you know what you like. Yeah, that's
I
okay.
do. Yeah, I do. But yes, you can use any paper, any ink with the Better Press. You just have to pay attention to what you plan to do with it after. So if you want to Copic color a Better Press image, you would use a Copic friendly ink. If you want to watercolor it, you would use an ink that's friendly with watercoloring. I love like the just regular pigment ink that is for the Better Press that Spellbinders puts out, but you can use any ink that you have. It doesn't have to be any one brand, but just
Does that
depends on
help, Hat
what you're
Trick?
looking. Yeah, I have a ton, like a lot of videos on my channel about the Better Press.
Yeah, I was noticing you had some that were. I thought, well, that is a nice thing to. I've not used one, and
Yeah, they're
so
fun.
it's good to. Yeah, I can't help anybody with it. So that's good.
That's all right. They're really fun though. I really enjoy it, and I think that it's one of those things that kind of changed. I think it will change and is changing some of how people, like companies, are going to handle the foiling, like the hot foiling, because you can foil a lot of those plates. So it's kind of like getting a 2-for-1 instead of just getting one item that presses. You can get a press and you can foil that image and you can Better Press with it. So I think that they're not going anywhere. I know of a few companies this year that have started carrying them. So I think they sometimes foil better than actual foil plates.
Oh,
But that's just my opinion.
That's a good. You're probably pretty. You're probably pretty accurate because you've used it a lot, right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, whole. I have a whole collection from Spellbinders. That's all Better Press. So I kind of like it.
I think so. Yeah, that's good though.
Yeah, but like anything, when you're starting something new, like Better Pressing or hot foiling or die cutting, you just have to know what you're wanting and then kind of try it out.
Yep. Yep.
Make mistakes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try again.
How did you get introduced to it? Because that would be a handy thing for somebody not to go ahead and invest in a whole bunch before they had tried it. How do you go about trying it? Or do you just
Well,
kind of watch people and go ahead?
yeah, so
Yeah.
I was sent the better press before it came out because I work closely with spellbinders.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to, I don't know, maybe some local craft stores might do like a
Yeah.
crafting night. Ours actually shut down
Oh.
here in mid Minnesota, which was very sad. But they would do some like crafting nights like that where they might have something that you could try and to see if you like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was introduced to it from just having it sent to me, which was really sweet.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
And that all
Hopefully my
started
ladybug.
because you were encouraged to be on a design team.
Kind of. So
Kind of.
I
Okay.
my relationship with Spellbinders was kind of where my online stuff kind of took off, and then it boomed with being with the Pajama Crafters Stamps design team. But
Okay.
during COVID, if we're
Oh,
gonna
goody,
chat for a
goody.
while, let's just chat. But during that time is when I started crafting, and I went over to um, my one friend's house. We were working together anyway, so it wasn't like breaking any rules. Um, we we had to be together for school. Anyway, like I was saying,
We're
we were
not going to
together.
send anybody to get you or anything. Don't worry.
Well, that's good.
Gosh.
um,
COVID, what's
we,
that?
but we would craft, and then I she really likes to or liked to. She's more into quilting now as well, but she
Mm-hmm.
really liked to find a picture online of some fun project that someone had made
Mm-hmm.
online and then um, recreate it. And her favorite happened to be lawn fun. And we just loved making it. And then I decided to make my own group with like a fan page kind of
Uh-huh.
for spellbinders because I loved their card kits. Because as a new crafter, I did not have a lot of supplies, and craft kits are a good place to kind of build up your stash of supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with different card kits. I did some from Hero Arts. Pink and Main had some great ones, still has some great ones. But starting that Facebook group was kind of like where that kind of came off, just as like a fan group. And then Spellbinders is like, "Oh, hey, you have a lot of people that are on this group. Do you want to try to promote it and
Mm-hmm.
try a YouTube or Instagram or something or a blog?" And so I said, "Sure, I'll promote." And like other companies, Spellbinders just asks to have influencers just make projects with their cards. They're not asking for specific videos or
Mm-hmm.
certain promotions all the time. So
Yeah.
that is where the YouTube channel started. And then it had to
Isn't that
restart
something?
because I started my YouTube channel not thinking it would really be anything. And
Whoops.
um yeah, oops. And I started it with my college email because at the time I was still taking classes. And yeah, when you do that, the college owns your channel.
Oh,
Oopsie.
no. Yeah, that's not good.
No. So I restarted. I figured I would make the move when I had a very small following. And so I did. And I have some lovely ladies and gentlemen that have been joining me on that journey for a long time now, and a lot of new faces from Craft Roulette. I think the Craft Roulette people are so, so kind.
They're very
So,
supportive.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. They
But
love it when people come on and
yeah.
they they rally for you.
Oh, yes.
They're like, I would not cross a craft roulette. Don't be talking smack about anybody because they'll come and they'll get their hot glue guns out. I'm telling you, they're good. They're
But
good.
every week, though, just watching, sometimes I watch on the replay because sometimes I'm busy, but
Right.
I think it's just so amazing to see 4 parameters, and it's everyone has different projects, and it's just so cool. I
Yep.
love it.
I think so too. And they all just do themselves. You don't
Yeah.
have to, yeah. And when we first started, we did it really fast turnaround, so they couldn't even go out and buy anything. They had to just use what they had.
Exactly. Choose
And
your
they
own
couldn't go
adventure.
anywhere because it was during COVID, so they couldn't go anywhere either.
Right.
We had them lock, stock, and barrel.
I think I've got my ladybug, so lady part is checked off. Camping, I've got my
Very
campfire.
clever way to do it.
Candy wrapper, maybe hot tamales. With
Well,
my
mine's Skittles.
fire?
I think Skittles will be an easy one.
I think I might have to do 5x7. My fire is a little big.
Well, it's roaring.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's rip roaring. I hope that helps you, Hat Trick Smith, and you can pick her brain when you're at Paper Ganza too.
Yes, please do. I do get questions. I'm going to cut this a little bit off camera so I don't hit the camera. But
Okay.
I do get questions about this. I don't mind answering. I don't think that, people who are supportive of people support others, and, why not?
Right.
The more the merrier. I think the craft world is just such a happy place.
Kerwin likes it. There's Kerwin. He's right in the middle of the action.
Oh, hello.
Well, Kristen Materano, the author of The Kamado Effect, says, Hi, Justine. So excited that you are now part of Craft Roulette's community and family. Your process videos, which you jumped right into, are amazing. You've got this Craft Roulette thing down. She wants to encourage you. And you're doing it right now. How's it feeling? You doing okay?
I am.
Well, look at you. That's wonderful.
I think I need my 5x7 will be a black background. Thank you for the kind words, though. That's very sweet.
She's very nice. She leaves a lot of glitter. You may not know all of our terminology, but we have glitter fairies. And the glitter fairies are the people that go around and just leave shiny comments on our people's cards and such. And you probably see it in kindergarten. It's not much different. Everybody likes encouragement, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
And so if you give somebody some good encouragement, they're going to do what? They're going to try again. They're going to keep coming back and having some more fun. And I think it's not much different than, it's just human nature. We like being told we're doing a good job and that we're appreciated. Mm-hmm. And so she does a beautiful job. There's quite a few. Jacinta is doing a great job. And I know there's more on the Facebook group, but in the discussion area of the members of their cards, people can leave comments. And it's just wonderful that they take time and do it. And Kristen does a great job of it. And that's the Kamado effect on the Kamado effect. She does wonderful. And we appreciate her.
Gotta throw the kindness around like confetti. That used to be a really popular phrase a couple years ago, and I love it.
Uh-huh. That's right. Just breathe it out.
Yeah.
If you have something nice to say it. I even told a biology professor one time that I thought he did a good job, and I thought, that's not normal. But he did do a good job. He made it very simple to understand. So that was worthwhile. And I don't think he'd gotten a lot of good positive feedback.
Oh,
It was pretty dry.
that does mean a lot to teachers, though.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if people are having kind of a rough day or a rough week. Doesn't hurt to be nice.
Nope. Goes a long way, doesn't it?
Yeah. I feel like the older I get, the more I realize like everybody's got something going on. And most of the time, nobody says what's going on.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah.
A smart guy once told me if we knew the problems that others were having underneath their roof, we'd want our own back.
Oh,
And I think that's pretty smart.
yeah.
Don't burn yourself on that fire. It's looking pretty good.
It's getting hot in the craft room. It's always a little bit warm because of lighting and such, but that's
Yes.
okay with me.
Yep.
I rarely have my hair down for crafting, but that's okay.
It looks so pretty tonight.
Oh, thanks. Usually it's the pajamas and a bun or a clip. Very on brand for my
For pajama crafter stamp.
my friends. Yeah.
You got it covered.
Oh,
One for
yeah.
all and all for one. You know, I could add a no camping sign to this or something.
Yes, you sure could.
Just a little sign in the background. Or two
I think I'm gonna
campsites,
add.
even though it's
I have
camping.
a stamp set, and it says a bad day camping is still better than a good day working. And then
my old principal used to say a bad day at school is better than a good day at any other job.
oh yeah.
I don't know if that's absolutely true, but he was my boss, so I didn't say. I don't know, buddy. It's a bad day at school can be pretty darn rough.
It can be, but the best part is you can always try again tomorrow.
True that. True that.
Or Monday if it's a Friday.
Lisa F says that fire is fire.
Thank you, Lisa. Just a little bit of paper.
It's looking good. It's really good. I like it. Moderator Allie Cope, the first time she sent in a card for Craft Roulette, it was a campfire, and she does that kind of one amazing coloring like Joy does. And it was like something I'd never seen before. And she's been here many, many weeks. She camps in the winter, though, in Canada.
Oh my, that's gotta be cold.
Yes.
Although I might prefer that to hot with bugs.
Oh, it's awfully hot here.
I think they have that too. You can choose.
Probably in the winter, yeah.
In the summer.
Oh, I'm sure.
Skididdles. Is it Skididdles? That candy? I was going to have Skididdle Camp.
I'm using
Skittles.
Joy's
Is it
favorite
Skittles?
Copic marker.
It's Skittles.
Skittles, yeah.
I don't eat this candy, so Skittle Camp 2. Put a 2 there, and then
I'm sure I have like maybe 50 leaf dyes and a million flower sets, but I like my leaves better.
I think you're very brave to take that route. I like it though. Really like it.
Well, sometimes I'm a little bit of an impulsive person. I am a planner as well, so it's a little bit odd in my head sometimes, but sometimes I won't plan for an art project in school, and we'll read a book, and then all of a sudden, we have 15 minutes before we have to go to the next thing. Let's just make a caterpillar card for your mom or for your dad. I
Yeah.
highly promote card making in kindergarten. Start them
I
young.
I love it. I have taken a big box to the local school, and I've got another
Oh.
one ready for them. The elementary schools, because they're not too picky about what they get.
No. Yeah, especially for cards like teacher appreciation for other teachers, or if they
Mhm.
have like a peer mentor, if like an older kid in another grade that they're buddy buddy with, or parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, somebody.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's just kind of fun. Oops, there goes my marshmallow.
I hate it when I lose my marshmallow. Oh, look at that beautiful marshmallow! It is so pretty.
This is a glitter marshmallow.
Well, the sugar crystallized. That's all. Or they
Yeah.
rolled it in. Is it castor sugar? I think something like that. So Paula Rice, who helps us out a lot at Craft Roulette, asks, "What is your favorite paper crafting technique?"
Ooh. I guess I would have to say die cutting, even though I'm not doing that hardly at all tonight. Um, yeah, just because there's a lot of options, but I do, yeah, I'd say die cutting if I had to pick one thing.
They
I do
do have
love coloring,
fantastic
though.
dyes anymore, don't they?
Yeah, I'm getting my soot on this project with the marshmallow. Like a
You're
burnt
getting it all
marshmallow.
together. You have it. And that's the best kind of marshmallows, the ones that are a little bit sooty.
A little toasty. Probably put
Ellen
some
says
brown
that's
on
a
there.
highfalutin marshmallow.
It is a highfalutin, the highfalutinist.
It's a highfalutin, I don't know what they call these, a skewer?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very highfalutin skewer. Whoa. You must be very rich.
I guess a stick could do the job too.
Not as highfalutinish.
No,
No.
I better leave some room for my sentiment and my belt. Oh my god, I'll put the sentiment on the bottom as my belt.
There you go. There you go. See, you got this. Those 12 cards that you've made ahead of time prepared you well.
My first one was the JD episode.
Oh, was it? Little JD, you know what he loves now? Swimming.
Oh,
He is like the big swimmy boy. He's got this little outfit thing that he puts on, and tonight Joanna sent me a
so
picture
cute.
of him with his little swim thing on, and his dad was holding him, and he had his dad's sunglasses on.
Oh my, cute.
It was too doggone cute.
Oh,
And little Lukey is doing great. I get to go to a shower tomorrow for him, so I'm excited about
yay!
that. Yeah.
That will be awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations to another family member. That's so sweet.
know. It really is nice.
Yeah.
Wonder what she should be saying. Where's my goodie bag? I want my goodie bag. I want my craft bag. I'm gonna have to wait on that.
I love
For
that
some
she drew
inspiration.
that. That's so cool.
I know this is if you're just coming in, this is Craft Roulette episode 273 with Justine Dvorak. I did my
Nailed it.
announcer mouth there, where it gets really wide. And we are making cards based on some parameters we just discovered: a ladies card, candy wrapper colors, camps or campy or camping, and belt or belts. And I had this cute, adorable drawing by one of our members and viewers, Kathy Day, and she donated it to our membership, and so that you can download it if you are a member and drew your own card like this if you want. It's very, very cute. And she is camped out. She's been camped out waiting for her craft order to come.
It's so relatable.
Yep. Totally do it. Totally do it. And now they've got the tracking right on your phone, so you can find out where they are. Oh, and you just, where is it now? Where is it now? And the worst one is when you can tell you're like the last delivery and they don't stop. That's such a heartbreaker.
It is. Although today the only thing I had in my mail was a happy mail from Gloria Davis.
Oh,
Sent
she's
this
so
to
good
me.
at sending cards.
So it was a thank you.
That-
I sent her a birthday card. So that was happy mail for sure. No bills. It's a good day.
The statistician, Gloria Davis, who will also be at Paper Ganza, I think, with bells on.
Yeah. That'll be lovely to meet everybody. I'm very excited.
I know. That was really the impetus for it, was we had so many people that wanted to meet each other. Like Quasi Kitty was going, can I organize something? And we're going, well, no, please. I don't know. Let us work on this a little bit. Can I get everybody's address and get them together up here in New Jersey? And we're going, let's just try and see what we can do. And so we looked for a year or two here in Kansas City and didn't find anything that we liked for as a venue.
Location-wise, yeah.
Location-wise. And then Amanda and I were on a Zoom call in a group, and she said, I've been thinking about having an event here in California. And I just said, well, why don't you do one with us? And she said, okay. And and so here we are.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so she's been a great help. She's in Las Vegas right now at that paper crafting event. I hope that's going well. Or maybe
Heard it's
Paper
going
Ganza.
well.
not Paper Ganza. It's more like for businesses, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I got my ladybug, and then I'm going to put my sentiment on.
That ladybug might be a little roasty toasty.
She's
She's
got
just
sit on her,
enjoying
too.
the warmth because she's cold. She's a cold little lady.
Maybe she'll just say help. Help.
Mary, are you all finished with yours now?
No.
Okay. Oh, I see your hand now. I didn't want you
Yeah.
to be waiting for me.
No, it doesn't. It's fine. You just take your time. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
I just goof off.
I'm just spilling scrap paper everywhere.
That a girl.
I was looking
think
at the
she's gonna
wheel
say
and
help.
expecting something on the floor. I thought, what can I throw on my floor? But then it wasn't on the wheel.
I was going to say, I think that's not on there right now. But there have been many parameters, and it's hard to keep track of
yes.
what's there.
Ooh, there are questions about where your belt is.
Mine?
Uh-huh.
It's a belt of paper across the
Okay.
bottom. And
Maybe
could
she
have
has a belt
on.
that
She
you
could.
can't
Okay,
see.
here we'll put a garter belt on her. She now has a garter belt, even though it doesn't seem to be working real well.
Oh my goodness.
So we have it super covered.
Oh, funny.
Does that work?
I think so. More choices of what paper to use. Another thing about my crafting style is I love black. So it's
Oh.
not that surprising that I have a black campfire here. But
Well, it's at night. It's at night too, so you've got lots of reasons. That's when I think of having campfires. Oh, it does look like that. It's not. She's not doing that, Tina. It looks like it, but she's not. No, it's from inside the mailbox. A garter, yeah.
okay, I'm gonna cut this at
Yep,
2 inches.
is my belt. And the belt. On it.
by
The garter.
5.5.
The belt.
I might need to make that skinnier.
It's looking good.
1 inch.
I think you're very brave for doing what you did.
Oh, well, that's good. Brave
do.
is good.
That's big.
I like to be brave. Why not, right? Oh, whoops. I just cut this off. Oh.
So
can't put a
when
belt on a
you
ladybug, can I?
decided to when you decided to make a craft roulette video, what were your thoughts? Were you like, well, might as well just do it, or what were you thinking?
Well, you invited me on, which I was shocked. I looked at my email and I thought, wait a minute. I know what this is. I need to look into it more. Because I did watch Joy last summer when she was on for Pajama Crafter Stamps. She was on, and then life got busy.
Yeah.
And then your email came in, and I thought, oh, well, I better practice. So that's when I decided to start making the process videos.
I see.
I'd like to apologize to anybody that submitted a card and didn't see it pop up. I forgot to have my little control panel open, and so, whoops. That's just one of those things that I always open and I just forgot.
Yeah. Well, it'll be in the gallery for a long time.
I have it open now, so any more that come in.
So join us.
I still think it's so impressive that people can get their card made and submitted during the show. That's an efficient crafter.
Yes, ma'am. They're pretty good. But then everybody's got their own way of doing it also. You know, some like to take their time, some like to sleep on it. Some like to get right after it and get it done. So it's just all their own style. It's just, we just get to sit back, relax, and watch them do their thing.
That's true.
And before we had membership, it was all at Sunday night was it. And so I think a lot of them were trained to be fast. So. And
yeah, it is a nice perk on Thursday night. That's great.
Over a fourth of the submissions are usually late, which is a perk for being a member. And you've got 4 more days. So if you do have a busy life, that might help.
I think I'm going to use the one that says Happy Camper.
When I had camp this parameter on, I thought I would do like a trailer, and I certainly didn't. Not even closely.
There's a lot of camper stamps and dies out there that are just so cute.
They are.
I think I'm going to try to find a sentiment that's a little bit bigger because my Happy Camper sentiment is a little bit tiny. But maybe I'll just go with it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, the ladybug could be saying it.
Oh, I love that. I should do that.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a purpose with my belt. Yeah. I need some help with my belt. I have a belt. I just don't know what. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
Kind of nestled up there.
We'll give her a speech bubble. A lady speech bubble.
The only kind. This week.
Yes.
Only kind will accept this week. But be careful of your placement, I have learned. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I've used this one, so I might need to do it twice. There we go.
Natasha R. says, I used to catch the school bus for 40 minutes to go to school on a dirt country road. We pulled up at a one stop to find a boy stuck in the mailbox and put there by his brother. And the bus driver had to get him. Brothers. There's a reason we say, oh, brother.
Oh, that is so funny. Shenanigans with siblings.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You always hear the kids telling their parents, "Oh, mom, if you only knew what we did."
Oh, yes. The truths that come out is just, yeah. I didn't know Mr. Producer had done something.
What?
But no, he was a good boy. Sort of.
No, I always told you because I like to shock you.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
Let you know I'm not afraid.
No. Nope.
I think I'm going to cut this
I
down a
can't
little.
remember what you had done once, and I grounded you. And you said you wanted to go do something. I said, no, you're grounded. You remember you were grounded. And you started going, no, I'm not. What? What do you mean I'm and we just started laughing because I kept going, no, you are grounded. You can't go do this. And I don't remember what it was, but I remember where we were sitting. And you just going, I don't get this. I think you were just playing me. Hoping I would say, oh, you're right. You're not grounded, but you were. But you were. He was hard to discipline because he was so darn cute. And he was funny, Mr. Producer. Well, he still is funny. But so he was funny and he was cute, and it was really hard to discipline him sometimes.
Oh yeah, the funny ones, the funny kids in school are harder to discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things when I was working at this school was a kindergartner that I absolutely adored. His name was Wyatt, and they were having their Christmas exchange, and this little girl got a baby doll, and she was like, "Oh, so cute!" She loved her little baby doll, and one of the parents said, "Can I kiss your baby doll?" And Wyatt was sitting there, and he just lifted up his arm straight up, and he just went, "You can kiss my armpit." And it was like, I know I shouldn't have laughed, but man, that was funny. And it was like so out of the blue. And I still say, "You can kiss my armpit." Wyatt lives on.
Oh man, kids are
He
so
was
funny.
wonderful. I know. I don't think the kindergarten teacher thought he was as funny as I did. But
I love
the way it
kids. I
goes.
think they're so funny. And I
they
am
are.
a big proponent or promoter, if you will, of free play. I think it's so good for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And what the little ones talk about during free play, or
Oh.
if they're playing like mom and dad, or mom and
Yeah.
big sister, and oh, they're too funny. I'll look over and one kiddo is holding two baby dolls and vacuuming and pretending to talk on the phone. It's like, I think you watch your mom and dad at home.
Oh, Mr.
Or the one
Downs,
girl
you
set
can
up
kiss
an
my
office.
armpit. I'm sorry if
Yeah.
you didn't understand what that was. But
Okay, I
still
need to
like
figure
it.
out my belt. I'm a little bit
You're
stumped.
still stumped.
My belt. I was gonna put a belt going around with my sentiment, but it just looks kind of
But
goofy.
I ruined that one. Oh yeah, that happy camper looks good.
Hmm.
Could you put a wee belt around the highfalutin
A
camp
ladybug.
stick?
Oh,
Or,
oh,
you know,
yeah,
or
like a little
a
bow.
belt of ribbon around her neck?
That's a good idea.
Something
Have
that
some
looked like a ribbon at least.
twine. It'd be a really tiny belt if it was a real ladybug.
Yes, it would.
I think we'll do it. I might even be able to rip her off and tie it around her.
Ooh. You don't have to.
This
but you
was a
could.
die I've had for a while, and I hadn't used it, and then I used it last week, and now I just want to put this ladybug on everything.
Ooh, there was a suggestion for maybe a log belt at the bottom.
Oh
A
yeah,
log
adding some
belt.
brown.
Oh.
Maybe I'll do
Like a
both.
fire source.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Oh,
can really
there goes a
connect
head.
it.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear, she lost her head. Off with her head.
Off with her head.
Let them eat marshmallows.
Let's see if I can find the end of my
Marie
tape.
Antoine bug.
Oh no.
She's a French ladybug.
Wee wee.
Croissant.
I have
We
this really
had
scary dad.
Mari Clark asked what is craft roulette in French one time.
Ooh, I remember watching that episode.
Mm-hmm. She's very clever.
Yeah. I think I'll give her a little bow too, because she's a lady.
Absolutely. Don't want to miss that opportunity.
My
Those are
trick
wonderful.
for getting cute bows is to make the main piece go on. So like this will be my main piece of this little belt. But if it's on like a tag or something, get that down and then just glue the bow on.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
And it looks like you've sat there and fiddled with it.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Glue it
no.
on.
Absolutely. Optical illusion. They're not going to look that closely, are they?
Nope.
Can't tell on a galloping horse.
Oh, I'm getting all twisted. There we go. Got lots of glue on my fingers at this point.
Oh,
Don't we all?
the things that stick to your hands at the end of the time.
Yes. Or on your clothes.
Oh, I know.
Go to do the laundry. It's like, wait a minute, that's a sequin or a piece of craft tape.
Yeah. Where is the craziest? That's a good question. Where is the craziest thing you have found a sequin?
I think
Bathroom floor is one place I have found them.
yeah, I've definitely found them in the bathroom floor. I don't know, they're everywhere. In the car. I don't know why they're in the car, but they're in the car.
Stylists have bobby pins. We have sequins.
Mm-hmm.
Down your shirt. Reagan has found them down her shirt. Washing machine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in between your toes too, if you're a barefoot person. Kind of gross, but it's real.
On the bottom of your feet. I think that seems
Oh
reasonable.
yeah. All the time, yeah.
Inside your ear, statistician Gloria Davis.
Oh
For
man.
real? That is
That sounds medical.
on your dog's behind, bottom of your foot, on my cat, in my hair, stuck to my toe when walking around at the store. Oh man. They're very good.
All right.
They
Logs.
find a way. They find a way. An itty bitty gift for your big day. I think that doesn't completely make sense, but my cards
Help.
don't. Help! I want my itty bitty gift for my big day.
It just has to make sense to one person, though, right?
Absolutely, and I am that one
I
person.
was going to say, and that's usually yourself. So
That's pretty little.
there's a lot of wiggle room in there.
Well, I could say, help, I want. What's it say? An itty bitty gift. I could say my itty bitty gift for your big day. No, that doesn't make sense. My pronouns get all twisted there. Where maybe I cut these all out and just make them somewhat written, somewhat printed. So it looks like a ransom note.
Too funny. I think that is
you've
such
got
a
one
fun
on your
drawing.
dog's nose, a sequin on your dog's nose. Dogs look good with sequins, I think.
Oh yeah.
So help. Let's see, I can do. Where's my itty bitty gift for my big day? She's waiting.
I'm gonna make a little fire pit or like a fire ring. I don't know if this is gonna work out, but we're trying
Yep. That's all you can do.
and having fun doing it.
Good.
Polly, what do you want to know about the goodie bag for Paper Ganza? There's going to be a lot of stuff in there from a lot of different people. Quite a high value to it.
I think there's 9. Don't hold me to this, but I think there's 9 stamp sets. Several are unique to Craft Roulette.
Wow.
I know there's some markers from Olo. I boxed them up a while back, so I can't remember.
It's
There
really
are
generous.
handmade gel print papers.
From Max Macias.
There are your paper inner-cider
Yep.
papers.
Paper or card fronts.
There will be some paper.
We
Can
love
you
paper.
use it? You can do whatever you want with it. We'll give it to you right when you get there. When you check in.
register.
Yeah. It won't have. That might be an easier way to talk about it if you're trying to plan ahead. It won't have a bunch of blank card bases.
I just used the checklist that's inside of the Craft Roulette book for when I went on my on the Creative Companion. There's a checklist on the inside of what to bring on the go when you're crafting, and I used that. It was very helpful.
It's a good list, isn't it?
Yes.
It was compiled by some really smart crafters that I asked, what would you take? And they gave me lots of good ideas.
There is on the Paper Ganza website, both on the ticket dashboard inside of your login where your ticket information is, and on the event page, there are 2 different kind of, they accomplish the same thing. I think the ticket dashboard one is better. You can email me if you can't find it, but there's a suggested supplies list for what we suggest you should bring.
And what our vendors suggest.
Yeah, what the teachers say would help with the classes. The classes will come with kits.
Yeah, it's gonna be something else. It is. It's gonna be good. Lainey, you already got yours done. Lainey's often on our after Craft Roulette calls from Australia. She's quite funny. We were trying to figure out how to get her here for Paper Ganza, and I designed a suitcase where she could put her feet through, and walk and kind of get in somebody else's ticket. But I think we opted out.
Smuggle her in.
Yep. Nobody will notice this walking bag.
Just create a diversion, right?
That's right. We just start crying over in the corner.
I lost my paper trimmer. Help. security
I
took
can't
it.
find the cap to my glue.
Yeah, all we would have to do is just read off the drama llama post.
I was just going to say, this sounds like something from
Drama
Mama Llama. Mama Llama with, here's my drama.
The security would probably look at us like we were insane.
It would be on a list forever.
Oh yeah, no fly.
Yeah, we didn't do it, security. If you're with security, we didn't do it. Don't get your stretch your pants in a wad. Oh, that one's smeared. Shoot, I can put another one
No, they say to glue last, but I say glue lightly so you can rip it up
on.
and put more things behind it.
Too quick to glue. It's my motto. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Uh-huh.
It's a problem-solving exercise every time.
I mean, most glue dries clear, right?
Yeah. I happen to know that.
Okay, I think we've got my belt. There'll be a belt around the fire. I've got my ladybug belts. Yay.
Oh, nice. You're well covered.
My belt of foam tape. That's a bit of a stretch.
It's all right. We take all the parameter stretches that we can get. Because you may give somebody else an idea that somebody needs. You just never know.
I see my mom in the chat. Mom, I'll show you where our pot is. It's going to be okay. No worries.
Oh, am I talking to your mom?
You might be.
Polio?
Yep.
How fun. We're glad you're coming, Polio.
I love my parents. My parents are amazing, and they've always
Aw.
been incredibly supportive of everything. Sometimes it's like a little crazy. I come to them, like when I went on my first date with my husband, I came home and I said, "Well, I met my husband." And yeah,
I'm sorry.
like
you know
that,
what? I think Mr. Producer walked out again, and I think we cut out on when you came home, and I think it was an important part of your story. So when you came home after your date with your husband, now he's back. I'm sorry.
Sorry, the cat was meowing.
So you said to
Okay.
your parents.
I told my mom, I said, I met my husband. I'm gonna marry him. And so things like that, where it's like, what? All of a sudden, I'm kind of, yeah, things like that come up, and they've been supportive my whole life. And I almost moved to Chicago for college, and that was probably a little bit shocking for them, but it didn't end up happening. So,
Which they rejoiced, I'm sure.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, mom's coming to Paper Ganza, so you can meet
That's
mama.
so good. I'm excited. Well, she
Yeah, it'll
did
be
a
wonderful.
lovely job of raising a nice young lady.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, that's not at all straight, and I'm okay with it at this point. I may change it, but we'll be okay. Well, how are you doing on that?
I think
Yeah.
I'm pretty much done. I might add maybe 1 or 2 more logs on the fire, but I think we're good.
Is the fire getting a little cool? Need to add a few more
Throw
logs.
another log on the
Look how
fire.
that turned out so well.
I love the inside of your card there. It's fun.
You gotta, it's gonna work out. I think maybe it'll help make it more sense. Help! Where's my itty bitty gift for my big day? And we make cards for ourselves around here, so it makes sense that I made a card for myself about looking in my mailbox for my stuff. I think that makes sense. It's a Kamado effect right here on my card. A card to myself. I'm okay with that.
Well, I make the process videos, but I might have to still do one this week, even though I'm here tonight on Craft Roulette.
Well, Sue Smallkrider did that. She said she was so happy that she didn't have to do a process video on the week that she was on the show, and then she ended up doing the card again and made a process video. So
Yeah.
it kind of gets in your schedule, and you feel like, oh, like yesterday I was saying, I do not feel like it's Thursday because I didn't do in review, and I was
Yeah.
very discombobulated. But
Isn't that
it
funny
doesn't
how
take
we
too
get to be creatures of habit like that?
Oh, seriously engaged with your habit zone, your schedule. But yeah,
I
I get
think
it.
when the school year comes back, the Friday night's going to be extra fun
Yeah, you can
with
sit
Craft
back and
Roulette.
relax a little bit.
Yes.
You'll be tired, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning of the school year is always crazy, and I just go to my coworker who's been teaching for I think 32 years. She goes, "It gets better. Don't worry. It's the first day, first week."
You don't have to kiss his armpit.
Oh no.
So, our Kiss Your Brain thing, I learned that at the school I worked in. And
Yes.
it is a song for kids about kissing your brain.
Dr. Jean. I know all
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah. And so they would do that, and I thought that was the cutest thing. And so I started saying kiss your brain before I knew, and seeing a whole class of first graders do it at one time is just magical. But
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
I love that. I do that with my kindergartners. Actually, I didn't last year. I had an odd situation last year, but I
They
usually
didn't have
do that with
brains?
my kindergartners. No, they were not brainless. Don't worry.
They couldn't kiss. Oh no, they didn't have lips like Larry. Where's my lips?
I had not really a singing class last year for
Oh.
one reason or another. So, but usually we're singing all the time or whistling, doing hand songs,
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of fun things.
Ah,
So,
you sound like a
yes,
fun teacher.
I love teaching. So, yeah, I might finish the inside of my card on my video
Okay.
and
Yeah, there
color
you
it
go.
up, but or maybe when you're
Well,
doing the giveaways or whatnot.
you're welcome to it. I'm going to go ahead and check my parameters then. Make sure I got myself covered. My ladies card, I got a lady stuck in a mailbox drawn by Kathy Day. The candy wrappers are Skittles. I used a Skittle color palette. And then camping. She's been camped out waiting for her mail to come because she wants her goodie bag or her itty bitty gift. And she also has a sign here that says to Skittles Camp. And the belt is a belt of paper. And I also added a garter belt or a garter. So she's well covered on all those parameters, I do believe. And in the inside, she says, "Where's my itty bitty gift for my big day?" I submit that for my episode 273. Deputy Heidi, am I free to submit? And let's see how you absolutely slayed these parameters. Want to walk us through it?
Sure. So for project, it's lady, and I have my ladybug or card for a lady.
Very cute.
And then candy wrapper. I think we're just gonna go with maybe hot tamales with the fire and
Yeah.
something along those lines. Something red, maybe licorice.
Yeah, maybe 2 candy wrappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would work. We're not. Or Jolly Ranchers, I bet.
And
like
there's got to be some
a mixed
candy
bag of
with
Jolly Wrappers.
marshmallows, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm sure there's some flavor out there. And
Yeah,
then
for
element
camp?
is camp.
can see that.
Camping. I have a campfire, and my ladybug is a happy camper. And then belt, we got a belt around the ladybug. And then we have a belt around the fire.
And you are setting a great example for what I hear often. It's a card I never would have made without the parameters.
So
But
true.
you did a beautiful, beautiful job. It really is cute with
Thank
your
you.
sooty, highfalutin marshmallows. That's amazing. Oh,
Thank you.
I think you did great fun. That was great fun. Let's let you take a breather just for a minute. Tell people how they can play. Tell them who's come on up and give away some stuff. Then we'll come back to say goodnight.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Jelly Bellies. That's a good one, Tanya. I like it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, this will be a colorful, fun. Oh, I like the fun ones. This is so much more fun. The candy wrappers will be so much more fun than Ancient, but I may have to take Ancient off. You can tell me, do you want me to take Ancient off? You can tell me on the update or something. I don't know. But you are welcome to play. This is a challenge. This isn't the Justine Mary Show. This is for you. And we'd love to have you join us using those 4 parameters. Make it family friendly. I mean, bloomers. I think that's probably about the limit. And then send it to craftroulette.live. There's a add contribution tab or little tab. Yeah, a little tab on the menu. Just click that and you can do it. It's not any harder than uploading on Facebook. So if you can do that, you can do this. We would love to have you. First timers are always welcome. It may be a little intimidating, but go for it. Go for it. We'd love to have you join us. Next week, we've got the Tina One Kenobi, the 50 Shades of Crafting, will be joining us for the first time from the Philippines. Get out of town. How about that one? And then after that, we get to meet Hannah C., Charlotte Mallet. Sheesh. And then after that, it is Paper Ganza. I don't know if we still have that one ticket or not, but it's Paper Ganza with our friend Amanda Stevens as our co-host. And then we come back for Lauren Taylor, who will be submitting her 200th card at Paper Ganza. We have a lot of fun every week. Please join us. Send this information to a crafty friend or somebody who just wants to hang out with talkers that we do, things we do. We'd love that, your referral. So, yeah, that's all I got. Thank you, guys. Here comes that beautiful member footage. And these are the wonderful people that keep us coming back. Mr. Producer, they keep him coming back, and I can't do it without him. So, as we found out on Wednesday night, I felt very, very vulnerable without him. So that's good. We're glad to have him feeling better, feeling fit as a fiddle. And he took a bike ride today in this horrible, horrible heat. So he must be feeling okay, or he's trying to sweat out the toxins. I don't know. But these guys are the people that keep us coming. We have lots of extra content, very exclusive content for them, including this wonderful little drawing from Kathy Day. They're the nice people. Thank you so much. If you wonder what those circles are the circles that how many months they have been supporters. So that's just amazing. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Wonderful. And here comes some confetti. There it is. There's the confetti. That means we're going to give away some stuff. And this is the last week for these particular companies to be giving away Craft Roulette this month. Oh, they'll probably be, I think they're coming back, a couple of them at least, later in the year. But, because we have other things to do too. We do. We do have World Card Making Day. Make sure you are clearing that afternoon to be with us. But looks like there's not everybody signed up for the giveaway, but that's okay. If you sent in one of your card last week, your name is on that spinner if you wanted it. There, we always start with a CROG, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. Yes, we have World Card Making Day with, right now we have six countries represented, and I think we're gonna have 7. Oh my goodness, Jill, you almost got it. But Camille, our friend, she's been with Craft Roulette for so long, and I got to see her at the one of our Zoom calls this week. She's a super nice lady. I'll try to find some cute card for you, Camille. Congratulations. For a Craft Roulette goodie bag, this does need to stay in the United States. If you are not in the United States, I will send you a genuine Krog. Renee D, looks like you are the big winner for the goodie bag tonight. There is a form on craftroulette.live. Claim your prize. You need to wait until the spinning's done, but then you can go over there, claim your prize, and I will get you all fixed up probably on Monday. For a Trinity $25 gift certificate, Tanisa, thanks for being a great friend to Craft Roulette. She also has a Craft Roulette line in her Trinity stamps. Libby Humphreys, congratulations, Libby. That is big. You will have so much fun shopping at Trinity. They give great service and they have darling, darling products. All those space cards that I made lately, those were from Trinity, and there's so many different things. Karen Burniston, if you like intricate dies, and she's got stamps and other things too. She has videos that go along with all the dies, and so that you can learn how to use it, because I have to stop and go through it very, very slowly. Dana, congratulations. Make sure you contact me so that I know that you want this wonderful prize. And please use the same email that you use to send in your card so you are recognized as the rightful winner for a Pajama Crafter Stamps. Thank you, Joy. Gift certificate. She's been doing a great job, doing lots of lives too. Linda Toman. Linda, congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. And just go ahead and get that out of the way and let me know you want them, and then I'll get to you on Monday. If you know somebody that won and they're not here tonight, let them know that they need to claim their prize. It's fun getting stuff, isn't it? I love giving away other people's stuff. Let's go back and see what Justine is doing, shall we? Were you close, Smurf? Sorry, rats. There you are. Boy, you look real fine. You don't look like you have like when Sharon Luska, poor thing, when she came back, she had stuff all in her hair and she was just a mess. But you look real calm and composed. There you
Put
go.
a pencil in there.
Put a pencil in it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. That was fun. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was so fun. Thank you
Good.
for having me tonight.
Good. Tell us about your channel and what to expect when they see a video and that kind of thing.
Sure. So on my channel, I do lots of just different things. A lot of better pressing, stitching, glimmering, watercoloring, stamping. I do a lot with spellbinders. I'm on the design team for Trinity stamps and Pajama Crafter stamps right now. So
You
a lot
say
of that
right.
kind of stuff. Yes, I do. I've been with them for 1.5 years, so I've had lots of time to practice.
I don't know why it's so hard for. I think I just. Oh, well, I don't know. You know, you start saying something and it's really gets stuck. Yeah,
It does.
it does.
But I do lives here and there, and then I have a very best crafty friend, Melanie Smith, and we have Better Press Babes Night. So we do a little live every other month. It's on my channel. So this month, I think we might do one on hers, one on mine. We might get a little crazy, but we love to
That's
craft, and you might see some shorts. I don't know, just a little bit of everything on there. I have YouTube told me today I had 901 videos, so there's something for somebody out there.
Gosh, that's so many videos, isn't that?
Yeah.
Did that surprise you?
It did. It did, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we sure thank you for doing Craft Roulette cards on your channel. I think that's so fun.
Of course. I
just
feel
think
like
it's fun.
Craft Roulette has jumped my creative activity way more, because sometimes you kind of get stuck, and Craft Roulette kind of spins you out of the stuck, you know?
We just don't leave you there.
Sometimes you got to put a belt on a ladybug.
That's right.
You know, that ladybug could have been belting Happy Camper. She could have been.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I'm definitely covered for belts.
You got 3 belts. That's pretty beltish. But thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you can put Orion's belt, that little star cluster up there. You've got all sorts of things. Yeah.
Lots of ideas. I have
Well,
a
we
white
will-
gel pen.
Yes, I know. Yeah, go for it. And I know you just learned about the 10, so that's good. That's good.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good one.
so good.
Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes, thank you so much for joining us. If you are watching the replay, please leave a comment. We would love to know that you were here. And it is time to apply a big wet one to your brain. Mwah. So are you a frontal lobe? I know the kids in first grade were frontal lobe kissers, but I don't know. I kind of go toward the sides.
I'm a temple kisser.
Temple kisser. Thank you so much, Chatterbox. Thank you so much. Well done, Mr. Producer. Check into that ticket if you are wanting to go to Paper Ganza, if it's still available. I don't know. But check into it. We will see you Wednesday for an interview next week with Tina One Kenobi. We're here every week. See you soon. Bye-bye. Have a great week.